Pay attention.
Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Hip. Poopy square.
The Playable Characters Podcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of
Playable Characters Podcast.
I like the echo effect. I am Brian McGinnis. Across from me
is Calvin Cato. Oh wow, am I on your this side?
You're in my other
you're
closet.
Like this way to me.
Well, you're this way to me. We are on YouTube again, everybody. If you wanted to watch the episode, which you should, because our guest is amazing. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. This is a week, whatever, 598 of quarantine.
Yeah. I used to like, not used to. I feel like I've been doing it for a while. Make fun of people who didn't know what day it was. Mm-hmm. But I've messed up twice badly the past like week, and I'm like, shit, it's happening. I have no idea what day it is now.
In terms of the day of the week, or in terms of what date?
Like I keep the date I have no idea, but I keep thinking it's like Saturday when it's Sunday and vice versa, or Monday. Like I had no idea we're recording this on a Monday. I had no idea today was Monday. I kept thinking it was Saturday. So I'm like 2 days off, which is pretty bad. But.
Yikes! Yeah, I actually did that recently because I thought it was Saturday and it turns out it was Thursday. But I feel like every day is the end of the week since there's like no defining measures anymore.
Yeah, but you know what? We can look forward to our guest today.
Yes,
freaking awesome! A legend, a hero, I guess we can say.
Somewhat. He's a veteran of sorts.
Yes. So I had this game as a child. My cousin had it. We played it all the time. We never beat it because it is so freaking impossible. But it's from a very popular game, from the Top Gun game. We're gonna bring in. We have one of the pilots from the game. So let's bring him in. We have Thomas Schmoozewitz. How are you, Tom?
Hey guys, don't be worried, but I am dangerous.
Ooh, I like it. How come? Like,
because that's what my buddy Tom says all the time. He says I'm dangerous.
Wait, do you know Tom Cruise?
Oh man, I call him my buddy. I've never met him. Okay. But I do consider him a buddy because we both fly airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, okay.
We're both heroes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Granted, I haven't been given access to a real naval aircraft carrier plane, but I have done many training missions.
Oh, okay.
So many. I've never landed, but I am a really good pilot. I am so good. So me and Tom, we go way back. I remember I watched his movie in the 80s. So we're talking, what is that now? 20, 30?
Yeah, almost 30 years ago.
35 plus years ago. So that's how far back.
He still looks good.
Yeah, he looks amazing. I think I look pretty good, you guys.
You look great. How old are you?
Me, 38.
Wow.
Wait, so did you train when you were 8 years old or something?
Did I say 58? 58. You know how those threes look like fives?
They do sometimes, yeah.
It does happen. Yeah,
I have my age written on a post-it on the wall, so I know my age, and I think I wrote it that 3 looked like a 5 looked like a 3.
I got you. Is that a real mustache, Tom?
This is totally real. This is all real. You can't pull this off. Thanks for calling me Tom, by the way.
Is it Tom or Thomas? I'm sorry.
It's Tomas, but thanks for calling me Tom. Schmoozewitz, that's the family name. I go by Schmooze.
Oh, the Schmooze. Is it the Schmooze or just Schmooze?
Just Tom Schmooze.
Tom
that's me.
That's a pretty cool nickname.
Tom Schmooze.
That sounds like something you'd call like a black bass player in a jazz band. Schmooze.
Tom Schmooze.
No, Schmooze is not a name.
Schmooze? Play it again. Schmooze.
Schmooze is like one of those things that white people say when they network. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to schmooze you up."
Oh, you're right. Yeah. It's terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you say it with your shoulders. I'm going to schmooze.
Okay. So,
smooth. Yes.
Smooth, of course.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Do you know Val Kilmer or Iceman?
I hate that guy.
Yeah.
I hate that guy because real Tom hated that guy. And I mean, until the end, and then they were friends, and then they could be their wingmans anytime. Some people say I'm obsessed with the movie. Now, you haven't said it yet, but I assume you will be accusing me of being obsessed with the movie.
Well, let's see.
I have it. I have this DVD special edition of the movie here with me.
Oh, what's the special?
Wow.
The special edition has 2 discs. Duh.
That's pretty special, yeah.
First of all, it's really frustrating because my laptop has no DVD player. So
neither does mine, actually.
They don't anymore, yeah.
I can't. It was forced obsolescence on us, so I have to buy the MP3 version of this movie.
You mean MP4, maybe?
Yes, those 3s and those 4s. They look like when you see them written out.
Again, yeah. Now, you mentioned it before. You've never landed a plane. I wanted to talk to you about that because I played the Top Gun game so many times, which is based off your life, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to land. It's almost impossible. I don't know if anybody's ever done it, actually landed.
Okay, so first of all, keep in mind, you're rattled at that point. You've been flying. You've shot down like 100, 200 enemy airplanes.
Hold on. Are they enemies? It doesn't even give you any like, you start the mission, and it's like, pick your missiles.
Yeah.
Like, what? You have your Tiger missiles, your Wolf missiles, your Hound missiles.
T-Wolf, Hound. Yeah, there's a lot of options. Each missile has its own specialty. Mainly, it's the blow up.
Right. And like, but who are you blowing up? Like, it never even said
bad guys.
Sounds like a president.
Well, like, are they terrorists or are they,
They're bad. Are they shooting at you?
Well, yes.
I don't even know
they're bad.
Oh, yeah, they do. They fire those.
Make that noise.
Right. They fire those slow, like homing missiles at you. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can shoot the missiles out of the sky.
Which seems impossible to me. Can you shoot a missile out of the sky?
In training, you can. This is what we're doing. We're simulating training. Really, is what we're doing there.
Okay,
right? That's the idea. Is that this game? It's based on real life. It is so close to real life. I mean, inches away.
Is it
3 or 5 inches? I'm not sure, but one of those numbers of inches away from real life, and it is just. It's pretty. You can shoot bullets out of the sky. You can shoot anything coming at you. If lightning comes at you.
To be one of the hardest. I don't even think Robin Hood in his prime can shoot a bullet out of the sky. Like, how he split arrows with an arrow. I feel like shooting a bullet with a bullet.
Yeah, well, I think if Tom Cruise played Robin Hood,
that's some Matrix stuff right there.
He could shoot a lightning bolt out of the sky.
Has he played Robin Hood yet?
If he hasn't, both of you need to call your agents. You're big stars, so you call your agents and get on this.
Thank you, Tom Schmooze. That's so nice of you to say.
Thank you for calling me Tom Schmooze. My mom has not called me Tom Schmooze, even though I told her to put me in her phone as Tom Schmooze.
Do you call her Mama Schmooze?
She's Mama Schmoozowitz. She's the full.
I got you.
Schmoozowitz. She's probably making chicken soup right now.
That's nice. Yeah.
So, like, now I know a lot of Top Gun is basically about, you're kind of fighting the Russians and you're opposed to them. How do you feel about Russia today in this current climate?
Ooh.
Oh man, oof, that's a dicey question. Are they listening? Of course they are. I mean, I feel like the Cold War restarted, right? Like it's Cold War 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Cold War 2 Electric Boogaloo. You didn't let me finish. Cold War 2 Electric Boogaloo, and Putin he's the best dancer.
Yeah, it's
you said it, man.
Speaking of dicey, it's very dicey right now. We don't know what to think. Well, we kind of do.
Yeah,
smart people know what to think. I think.
Well, that's why we need to train more pilots for when this Cold War goes hot.
Okay, is the training helpful though? Because you said you've never actually landed a plane. I'm just wondering.
I have blown up so many planes. I am really, if you want to know why we have a budget deficit, it's mainly because of all the planes I have crashed. So when you go to land, let me walk you through the process. Oh, so I was telling you, so your nerves are all shot, right?
I can imagine.
You've been shooting down all these guys. You've used up all 40 of your missiles at this point. Luckily, you have it's a lot of space under the wing. It's 40 missiles.
That seems like a lot.
I didn't write the training program.
How do they fit those missiles in?
They're very tiny, these ones.
They parallel park them. I don't know. They squeeze them in. So you fired off 40 missiles.
Yeah.
You've got unlimited bullets, by the way. You just hold down the button to fire your bullets.
That's true.
You never stop, right?
Yeah.
It's just nonstop.
I think it's standard on most planes.
Innocent people in the middle, who knows? But you keep shooting anything that comes at you. So your nerves are shot, right?
What if you just like pass it like a passenger Delta flight or something like that? Like, are you still shooting?
They fired first. All right. That's what I always say.
I don't know.
You know those Delta pilots. You saw how Sully came after those geese. aggressive. That guy.
Are your officers just like, if anything's in your way, you just get out of the sky? Really?
Wipe it out. Yeah, you clear a path.
It's a little crazy.
You red carpet yourself with their blood. You red carpet it. So
Is that a term?
you red carpet it. You've never heard that?
I will not with air blood, but I mean, I guess
if there's a big enough school of geese, man, you can make the sky red with goose blood.
Okay.
So your nerves are shot.
Yeah, yes.
You're getting ready to land, right? You're all ready, and you can't. It's not like you can roll down the window and get some air in there, right? You're flying along at 5,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, that mask thing, like Darth Vader.
That mask, yeah, and it makes it very hard because as soon as you take your mask off, by the way, it makes you crash. I don't know why.
Really?
Well, you lose control. Apparently, you get out of the fight, as the movie told us. When he takes it and he's like, "Get your mask on." Remember? He's
Right.
Like,
You got to have a mask on. You're right.
Can't breathe, so you need the mask on if you want to be able to focus. Apparently,
Sure.
or at least just be in the fight, because wherever the fight is, all you need to do is take your mask off, and it moves you a couple miles away.
Sure.
And then you put your mask on. It teleports you. So your nerves are shot, right? So you're getting ready. You're coming into land. And you got this voice in your head, but we didn't have the technology to put the voice in your head. So we flash it on the screen in front of you. And that's how they do it in real planes too.
Wow.
You're coming into land and the guy yells at you. He goes, left, 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 left. Right. And then you move your plane to the left, and then you go a little too far. And then he goes, right, right.
Yeah.
Right, up, speed down, speed up. But then you all you can do is control left and right and up and down. You can't actually speed up and speed down. So there's just so many things being yelled at you all at once.
That seems
and
rough.
the crazy, you can't look. And I told you're supposed to red carpet it. You can't blow up the aircraft carrier because you need to land on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And all you want to do is shoot a missile at it. Right. You saved one of your 40 missiles.
Why do you want to do that? It's a big target.
You've been shooting everything up until this point.
Okay.
We took Sully out of the sky. We blew up Delta, even though he was United or U.S. Airways, I believe.
Either one.
Yeah, we've blown up everything. We killed so many geese. Let's just kill an aircraft carrier too. But that's our home. You shouldn't.
Colleagues, your friends are there.
Right. You're right. So you don't want to do. Tom Cruise might be on there. Maybe he's studying for Top Gun 2. Maybe he's getting into character. I don't want to hurt Tom. If you guys aren't trying to hurt Tom, are you?
No, of course not.
Okay, just checking. Just a question I like to ask.
He's the Mission Impossible treasure.
Wasn't Top Gun 2 just called Top Gun? Also, the new one.
Was it? Did they do a remake?
Yeah,
the toppest gun,
or it's coming out soon. I think it's
or the bottom gun. I don't know.
Top gun,
toppiest gun. Anyway, okay. So you're frazzled.
You're frazzled, and they're just yelling at you. Why
I
can't you say it? No, please. They never say please.
Okay, I could see that. That's rough. Yeah.
Please speed up. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you for the suggestion.
Sure. Hey, you're doing it
into consideration. Sorry,
yeah, you're doing a great job.
You're doing good. Yeah, that would
go right a little bit. Just go right a little bit, right?
Some positive. Instead, they freak you out. So you got the air, and it comes at you. It comes at you, just gets bigger and bigger, and you're just like, man, I could blow this up so easily, right? And you can't. So now you got your trigger finger. You got to tell your trigger finger what not to do, and you're like, don't go trigger, and it just wants to go.
Yeah.
So and at this point, I've taken my mask off, so I've obviously lost all my oxygen. I can't roll I'm freaking out. I got a little picture of my loved ones.
Oh, that's nice.
Right on the side. That's what you do if you're a pilot. You put the picture of your loved ones.
You have to.
So I'm looking at my cat, right? And I'm getting ready to land. And then they're yelling at me left and right and left and right and up and down and speed, and I can't do it. And then you just and you crash
every time.
Every time.
But you survive. Well,
what happens when you crash? Like, do you go to the hospital? Do they kind of scrape your charred remains out?
Well, there's you can eject. They don't show that part of it, but you can eject. Move the plane. It goes into it probably hits. There's probably a goose on the water, just kind of hanging, and then the plane hits that too. We're very good at getting these geese. Yeah, and then you go to the medic station. They patch you up. In the same way you have unlimited supply of missiles and guns, unlimited supply of airplanes.
Well, that's a plus.
They strap you up, and you go out for your next mission.
So, without any more instruction? They're just try again?
It says destroy enemy base or destroy enemy.
Right.
And since they told me there was an enemy out there, that's also, you were asking, you're all trying to get me in the corner of how to know they're bad guys. Yeah. Well, they said there's an enemy, so therefore they could be plural.
Wow. Okay. I'm just, I feel like if I was careening towards an aircraft crash, I would also eject myself no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Do you see how small aircraft carriers in relation to real runways? You got
the ocean. That's true. I don't know how you guys do it. Well, I guess I don't know how your friends do it.
I've never actually done it. So yeah.
Your friends have done it.
Tom Cruise could do it, and he's just an actor.
Yeah.
What made you want to be a pilot? Was it just the movie?
Well, the movie was really. I think the movie was the main thing. I had a business before this.
Oh, what was that?
Have you heard of a meadery? Have you ever heard of a meadery?
Like a butcher shop?
No, like distilled honey into alcoholic beverages.
Oh, meadery. Okay.
Not meatery.
I thought meatery as well, like
Calvin's ears.
Like a carving station.
Straight to a meadery. A meadery.
I never heard of that. No.
Distilled mead. Because we had a great slogan. It was I got the need for mead. That was our slogan.
It's pretty good.
That's why we opened the distillery, was just so that we could have that slogan.
You didn't want to like plant anything and have a seedery?
A seed. I got the need for seed.
Seeds, right.
That is definitely a porno. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot of meat in that porno.
Yeah.
I had that before, and obviously the movie came out, and like everyone my age at that time wanted to become a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. It's weird they would base the game off of your failures as a pilot.
Well, I mean,
saying, like,
it's. I think it's inspirational to see someone fall down and try again.
Over and over again.
Over and over again. Well, sometimes you take a break to play volleyball, but in between that,
right. On the base, on the aircraft carrier.
Well, I prefer sand. I preferred it. So we actually shipped in some sand on the aircraft carrier.
Oh, okay. Good.
Because this way, and we could yell at each other, and we take our shirts off, and we jump, and then always right before we go on a date, we make sure to get really sweaty.
Right.
We're just trying to emulate the movie. Really, all it is.
I wondered about that because it does get very homoerotic in the movie. And was it like that in the game itself? Like, was there a lot of
Goose keeps his shirt on because he does not have a bod.
Tom, Schmooze, are you still piloting now? Like, are they still letting you try to land the plane? Or?
So I say I'm a pilot for the Navy. What I mean by that is I will go out and I'll try on new clothing that they think will work well at Old Navy. So I am a pilot for the Navy.
So you're a mannequin.
I try out new clothing for Old Navy.
You wanted to keep it in the family, sort of.
Right. So I figured that I just wanted to still pretty much. Yeah, I stand there. I model.
Okay, well, that's
for Old Navy,
It's not a pay. It's modeling. It's not a bad gig.
Yeah. So that's what I do now. Every now and then they're like, hey, Tommy, Tomas. They call me Tomas when they call.
Sure.
Actually, when it's Lieutenant Schmoozewitz is what they really say.
Oh, you're Lieutenant. Nice.
Oh, you made it over to Lieutenant.
Well, I mean, Lieutenant within my division of
Old Navy.
of Old Navy, yeah. But they will call me up and they'll say, we got 4 or 5 planes lying around. Do you want to come crash these for us? And I'll say, happy to do it.
So they want you to crash them? Why?
Well, there's leftover planes. We built a lot of planes.
They use it still?
There's so many planes. Yeah, it creates jobs, You get the industry going.
Put them out of the water.
Work.
Getting out of the water, the wreckage.
Yeah, they rebuild. They build new and they rebuild old. Sometimes I make sure to crash them really nice so that they can just replace a little bit. It's not a lot of work.
I'm gonna say, like, if you crash into the water, do they explode or do they just sink? Like, they just float there and then just slowly sink to the bottom, or like?
It depends how many missiles are still on board, because those missiles are expiring. That's why you want to shoot them all out before you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're just asking for trouble. If you leave missiles on board, we all know the purpose of them is to explode. So
yeah.
I always pick the one which gave you 40, sometimes the 20, because 10, I'd missed 9 out of 10 times, and there's enemies everywhere, or Delta pilots.
There's Delta pilots everywhere.
But they were so weak, the 40 ones. They were the one because obviously you get so many, they're tiny.
They're a little weaker. They're good for planes. They're not good for ships when you got to blow up ships.
No.
You haven't asked me about refueling.
Yeah.
Not like landing in that is impossible.
It is really, and And you could hardly ever do that because you have to land the plane first, I think, and then the next mission you have to refuel.
The next mission, right? The next mission you have to refuel, and it's the same. It's the same thing. They're so mean. They're saying up, left, and they're yelling at, and you got to get, and you see this thing. And Calvin, have you seen this before? When there's this thing coming towards you, and you got to align it just in the right spot.
Yeah.
And then you get, and you insert that thing that's coming towards you. And then it releases a little something into you, and then boom, you get more fuel.
I've been there.
You get more.
That sounds very familiar. Yes.
Does this sound familiar to anybody? Is this ringing a bell?
We've all been. Yes. Hey, oh my God, have you tried to shoot that thing down too? The refueling plane?
You know what? They disengage your missiles and your guns in that moment just for that reason.
That's smart because that would explode the entire sky. I think.
Yeah, they know we want to blow. Well, here's what's crazy. Not only does it refuel you.
Who wants to blow up? You or everybody else? I think it's just you.
Oh, I think other people would. I think if you had the opportunity, do you realize the fireball you would get from a fueling tanker if you blew that up?
That would look kind of cool.
Oh, that would be incredible. That
would be like 4th of July. It sounds amazing.
I love 4th of July.
Yeah, sure.
So I have to ask, you only have 3 lives. Now, is that like regulation for the Navy or like why 3?
When you first join the Navy, you're given 3 lives.
Okay.
They hand them, you get your little pin that you put, your little commendation thing, and then they also hand you 3 lives in a very small tin, by the way. I thought it would be a much bigger coffin sized, but they just give it to you in a little tin. And then you never know when you take it out. Are these my lives that I'm about to put in my mouth or my Altoids? I don't know which one did I take out, and don't suck on your life, suck on an Altoid. That's
seriously.
Although your breath, I did it once. I had my own life instead of an Altoid. My breath was amazing. My breath was it smelled like me.
So like chicken soup.
It smelled like mom's chicken soup. Mama Schmoozowitz's chicken soup. There's matzo balls in there. It's so good. She's a great cook.
Wow. I'm so surprised they want you to keep crashing these planes. Like you hear these things, you hear our stupid president, this thing costs $4 billion. Isn't that cool? It's like, no, that's a lot of fucking money that can go to something else.
Yeah, but he loves the military.
I know, but I figured they wouldn't want you to keep crashing these extremely expensive things.
Yeah, but it makes for a great story. What a hero. What kind of hero crawls out of wreckage into the water, by the way? Crawled in water? That's like Jesus level stuff, to crawl on water. Right? I think I crawl on water out of wreckage.
Yeah.
I doggy paddle back to the aircraft carrier.
Right.
And then they cheer. That's the great part. Whenever you come back on the deck of an aircraft carrier, it is just like the movie. Everyone surrounds you. They cheer. There's a lot of fist bumps. There's a lot of volleyball. Just everyone is so excited.
I couldn't stop the game to help you.
Yeah, and there's other people trying to land too, but they're all on the deck and there's no room and they're trying to get out of the way. But we got to celebrate. Aaron just survived. Sorry, Tommy just survived.
It's just CTE, right? That's gotta be a massacre though if a plane lands on a carrier when you guys are celebrating, like just flaps through everybody.
Like going through a flock of geese, except they're humans. A flock of humans.
You ever see the beginning of Ghost Ship? That really terrible movie.
No, what's Ghost Ship?
It's a horrible movie. Everybody gets like chopped in half. Like it's like they're on a cruise, and who cares? It just reminded me of that a little bit. So people are still cheering for you, even though you've done this countless times. They're still like, "Go get him, Tommy."
There's always a chance I'm not going to make it.
Is there?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you don't know me that well. I'm pretty.
You still do it though.
I'm pretty incompetent. I'm quite a buffoon.
I guess
I cut my cheek today with an electric shaver, so
you got to push really hard for that to happen.
Well, and I did. So what does that tell you about me?
That you're a go-getter.
That I'm a cheek getter.
Well, it must be easier though, because at least you have 3 lives, so you technically have a little bit of leeway, right?
He ate one.
I ate one of my lives. It was delicious. It goes faster than you would think. Just when it doesn't last as long in your mouth as you'd want it to.
It's like Big League Chew.
It tastes good at first, but then you're just like, ugh.
This is like 10 seconds later, you're like,
my jaw hurts.
Yeah, seriously. Wow. what are you doing now? I mean, I know you said
Currently,
the Old Navy
right
thing.
now, I'm running my fingers through my mustache. That's what I'm currently doing now. If you're just listening over audio, I want to paint a full picture.
Again, we're on YouTube, everybody. YouTube episode. Check it out.
You can see me for real. My real mustache.
Beautiful.
No one thinks it's real, by the way. Everyone says, "Oh, that's real." They never believe me.
Ironically, it looks very Tom Selleck. If you look like any Tom.
Yeah.
I was going more for Tom Skerritt. If there was a Tom I was going for.
I don't know who that is.
He's the older gentleman in Top Gun.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Who does tell him, Maverick, you got to let go of your past. I flew with your father. He was a good man. That's Tom. I believe that's Tom Skerritt.
Every
There's
captain.
a lot of Toms. I never thought about that.
A lot of why do you think I'm a Tom? It was destiny.
Every captain is always flown with the young rookie's father.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
From Star Fox to you.
Okay, Schmooze. So you mentioned your loved ones. You mentioned just your cat before. Are you involved? Are you married? Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend or anything like that? Or
is the cat still alive?
My cat. Well, I mean, you think you know the answer to this.
Wait, was he in the plane with you one time?
The cat was out, and I flew over. I couldn't resist it. I blew the shit out of my cat. I launched every missile I had. Just the whiskers everywhere, a little tip of an ear.
Oh God! So the cat doesn't have 9 lives?
He probably did. He had 40 missiles, though.
Yeah, but I ate all my cat's other lives. So.
What did that do to your front lawn?
Well, it left a little bit of a mess. Cats aren't that big. I mean, it was more the holes from all the other explosions that left more of a mess than the actual cat. I left a lot of craters from all those missiles, smaller craters from the smaller missiles and bigger craters from the bigger missiles.
Sure. You don't seem that upset about it. I mean,
well, now I have a hero. This is all about heroes, right? Like, I'm a hero. My cat is now my hero. My cat died in the line of duty.
Would your neighbors feel that way since your neighbors saw a bunch of missiles go off next door?
It's funny that you think my neighbors are still alive.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I don't know how you think anyone in that neighborhood has survived at this point.
I don't know how you have so much immunity from the government to just be blowing stuff off. They give you the green light. Just keep going.
That's fake news. I think that's fake news that you think they're giving me immunity. I think it was you should have seen there were worse things done.
Give us one. This seems pretty bad what you're doing. But
Hiroshima.
Okay.
Well, okay. Yes.
You went there. You made me go there.
Were you there? No, you're not that old. You're 30.
No. I'm 58.
38 to 58.
58.
Yeah.
Like a Nielsen range.
Have you been in one of the wars? We've had plenty since you've been alive. Have you been in
I was in
Vietnam
the first Desert Storm.
Nice.
Oh.
Not Desert Storm 2.
No, I wasn't in Desert Storm 2. I'm excited for Cold War 2. I think I can fight in that one. But Desert Storm 1, I flew supplies. I was in a C-130 cargo ship.
Nice.
Do you know the most frustrating thing about a C-130 cargo ship?
Landing it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I never landed. I crashed it. None of the supplies got there. But there are no missiles. There's no missiles at all. There's nothing to shoot. I mean, I open the cargo door in the back, that the gate that goes down. Yeah. Those crazy army. Those army losers, they just jump out with parachutes and stuff. But and it's weird because the Navy doesn't normally fly cargo planes. Normally, the Navy just has fighter jets to protect its own interests. But they let me fly an Air Force C-130. And I opened that cargo thing and I picked up some of the crates and I tried to throw them out at all the bad guys out there. They don't shoot the way missiles do. When you throw a crate, it just sort of goes, and then it sort of falls, and it's kind of.
Wait, so you throw them at the enemy? What was in the crates?
Oh, I don't know, food or something. I don't know. Whatever. If there were bad guys, I needed to throw stuff at the bad guys.
Well, that wasn't your job, I guess.
Yeah.
So this was after your missile phase. Like, that's why you got so frustrated you couldn't shoot them.
Oh, I'm still in missile phase. You never grow out of missile phase. It's always there. It's always in you. It's always a part. Once missile phase, always missile phase. I think
Sure.
It's like one of the third or fourth most popular sayings that exists in the military.
I feel like it's Army Strong or something.
Well, that's probably up there. I mean, but I think once missile phase, always missile phase. I'm pretty sure that's got to be 3 or 4.
Yeah. Did you have like a buddy on base or that you flew? You have to do like those 2-seater planes that they do. You know, Top Gun. They're eventually they're best friends and that type of thing. Do you have someone like that you can?
Yeah, no, our planes are 2-seater, but they never let you do training missions with the other seat is empty.
Just a cat sometimes. No cat.
The picture of the cat.
Right.
You have a little picture and you stare at it and you tap on it when you want inspiration. You tap. I don't know if you know that. That's what pilots do when they want something to work. They tap on it. When you're running low on fuel, you tap the fuel gauge. When you need more speed, you
altitude. Damn it!
You need altitude. You tap that thing. And
you gotta get higher.
You tap it a few times. It's actually that's one of the first things you learn.
Yeah. Does that work? Usually in a $1 billion machine, you think.
Yeah. You tap it. You just tap things. You never tried that when your computer doesn't work? You don't just tap the screen?
I guess you bang the
yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah, you tap.
You bang an old TV back in the day, you know?
Yeah, your old TV wouldn't work. You tap it. Your car won't start. You tap it.
Give it a little kick. Jukeboxes. Give it a little punch.
Your
I tapped my Nintendo a couple times.
Yeah. If your keg won't open, you tap it. That's a joke, you guys. I'm funny. I'm considering a career in stand-up comedy.
It's over. Don't do it.
It's rough.
Now's a good time to start because competition will be low.
You should do more with those like storytelling shows.
I also don't do that either. That's my bracket.
I wouldn't want to.
You should stop doing storytelling shows.
I don't want to launch a missile at Calvin's career.
No. What do you do for fun, Schmooze? Besides shooting and kind of flying?
Volleyball.
Of course.
That's a good one. Let me see. I like to come up with witty names for files on my computer.
Oh.
Okay. Like what do you mean?
How old is your computer?
Thank you for asking me both of those questions at the same time. My computer is from 1984. Do you know what else is from 1984?
That mustache. Oh, sorry.
A movie Top Gun.
Yes. Was it 84? Wow. Calvin, you're just born.
I may not be correct, but with these sunglasses on, I can't see the date on the back of this DVD case.
I feel like it's 87 or 88, maybe.
It could be any of those dates because I can't tell numbers apart anyway. So
that's right.
Yes. So the computer's pretty old, but what I believe, Bryman, I believe you were asking me.
That's me.
Yeah. Everyone's got Cal and all Calvins. I have nicknames for everybody. That's one of my other hobbies.
Cal Dog.
Colin Calvin. Colin Cals.
Colin Cals.
Colin all Cal.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good one.
Colin
and Bryman. I really like Bryman. And that sounds good.
Bryman's kind of easy though.
Brian.
You have a different one for me, maybe?
How about Matzah Bry?
Matzah Bry? I'm not Jewish. Does that matter?
Well, I don't care.
Okay.
Aren't we all technically Jewish originally?
I think so.
So I name the files on my computer. You know, everyone has that file that you name like 0 or whatever, but it's all your like passwords and logins for the website. And I named my file after the amazing composer of Highway to the Danger Zone. So that file is named by Kenny Loggins.
Very nice.
That file. It's my Kenny Loggins.
Very nice poem.
I like that.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Do you still think I shouldn't be a stand-up comic, Matzah?
Hey, you know what? Try it. Try Matzah.
I think I should go for it.
Go for it. I think I would. Calvin, can you book him on something? Give him a couple leads.
Yeah. You know, I have a couple leads for you. I can definitely book you on some shows, some like local shows.
Local and everything's forever away.
It's all whatever.
Yeah.
We got to go soon. You want to play a quick game with us before we go, Schmooze?
I'd love to play a game.
We're gonna play a game of Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody.
Wed, Bed, Dead.
Wed, Bed, Dead. We're gonna give you 3 video game characters. You're gonna tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead.
And
why?
Why?
Yeah, you can tell us why, of course. Or you tell us how you want to dead them too. That's always fun.
We know how that's gonna be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
This first one, we had him on the podcast once to clear his name, Toad from the Mushroom Kingdom. Princess Peach's little what would you call him? Slave?
Well, servant.
Servant, okay.
Well, no, retainer. He is technically a retainer.
He wears no shirt. He's got a vest with no shirt on. He's got, like genie pants.
Yeah, genie pants. I always thought they were diapers for years. I didn't realize they were supposed to be pants.
And a big old mushroom on his head, Schmooze.
Yeah.
So
Big
keep
old
that
mushroom on his head.
Yeah, big old mushroom. All right.
How big is he?
Oh, he's probably like 3.5 feet tall, I think.
Yeah, pretty short.
3.5 maybe.
Yeah.
Too big.
Too big?
How tall are you, Tom Schmooze?
Tom, like the real Tom Schmooze, I am 7'2".
Oh wow!
And you want to? Well, yeah. And Toad's too big.
Well, for what depends what you want to do with him.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
This next one, very popular from Mike Tyson's Punch Out, King Hippo.
Ooh.
King Hippo, big fat guy from Hippo Island. He wears a crown. He just crowned himself king. I think there was no voting, or he wasn't like born into it. I don't think. But he's he's a big slob. I don't know how he's got like one tooth.
Mm.
He wears a cape because he's a little conceited, I think. You know what I mean?
Wow,
So-
say something positive about him.
I don't know. Can you say anything positive about him? He's kind of a dick, it seems like.
Well, he's a good fighter. He has a good fighting record if you're into boxing.
He's pretty easy to beat, though. Just punch him in his belly, and he's done. And this next one is crazy. The NBA Jam announcer. NBA Jam announcer.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you like some rah-rah sis boom ba in your life, he might be a good one to go with. He's got a great voice. He's always shouting. Keep that in mind. So we got Toad, King Hippo, and the NBA Jam announcer.
What does the announcer look like? Actually,
I don't know, but just picture the voice, and then you could do whatever you want.
Is it even a human?
He is a human, yes.
So there is a person behind the voice.
His name is Tim Mitzrow or Kitzrow or something like for in real life.
Tim.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Tim and Tom. You know? So, what are your choices here, Schmooze?
I would wed the announcer
Hmm.
because I like people yelling at me in stressful situations.
He might be good with. Yeah, he can help you out.
Oh no, I would still crash, but it would still be good because I'm used to it. Is what I'm saying. So I could handle.
You know, it'd be fun. After
What's
you crash, he might do a little boom shakalaka, something like that, to make it a little more fun.
Shamalama ding dong.
Yeah,
He's
a little
cleaning
fun.
up.
Yeah, the Splash Brothers. You know, that's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would say bed Toad.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I think he's a little big, but he could fit wherever you want to put him. And then, yeah,
Some say he looks like a giant penis.
but yeah, you said he's got a mushroom on his head. I mean, you pretty much painted that picture for us. And then, obviously, with my missiles and unlimited bullets,
Yeah.
I think I would then kill everybody.
Oh no, King Hippo, right? You mean?
And
The
kill
king.
King Hippo, obviously, but then after that, I would still go after everyone because they may be a bad guy.
Okay.
Wait, including Toad and the NBA Jam announcer?
Eventually.
What a life.
No repercussions. It's a great
No.
life.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Calvin, what are your choices here?
Oh, oof. I guess I would wed Toad because I think, he's a retainer, he's a servant, we'll have a good life together. He'll be able to clean up after my messes, and he'll
I knew you were gonna go there. He's weight on you, hand and foot. He's used to it.
I mean,
Very obedient.
well, that makes some obedience, and we'd also have good chat. He could take me around the Mushroom Kingdom and be like, hey, this is the castle I clean,
All right.
whatever.
Sure.
I would bet the NBA Jam announcer, and I think it's because I don't know what he looks like. So, I like a good surprise.
Nice.
And I would have to dead King Hippo. I mean, you made him sound so unappealing with the one tooth and the big slob.
Yeah, he's not an attractive man.
And I guess I would kill King Hippo by
Say missiles.
Yeah, it's gonna be missiles. But missiles Metroid style. So I guess some Samus Aran missiles. Kill him that way.
Ooh.
Yeah, change it up. I don't want to steal your shtick, Schmooze.
Right.
Thank you.
Don't steal Schmooze's shtick.
Yeah.
That's Schmooze's shtick.
Schmooze's shtick.
Solid choices.
Brian, what about you? Bryman or Matza Bry?
Lots of
Right.
apparently. Okay. So it's a little tricky, but I think I'm going to dead King Hippo too, because once I take out the ruler of that island, guess what? It's my fucking island now.
Whoa.
I'm not as fat as him yet, but I will run that island. I will run Hippo Island, and boom! Look at that. I got people worshiping me, feeding me grapes. Probably got women and men, whoever I want. We'll just all over the place.
Wow, you're gonna take women and men.
Hey, it's a new island. It's a new dawn. I think I want to wed NBA Jam announcer. because I think he'd give a hell of a speech and vows at the wedding. Really fun. And then the rest of our lives, like anytime I do something good, he's there. He's patting me on the back. He's shouting. He's cheerleading me on no matter what happens. You know, I cook some good pancakes in the morning. He's like, these are the best. It would just be nice to have a constant encouragement and positivity. You know,
I can see that.
Especially the world we live in now.
True.
Yeah.
You can be like, he's on fire. I like that.
There we go.
And great at smoke detecting. That's great.
Great at it. And then I will bed Toad, which might be weird because I'm 7'2" also almost. So I think it'll be interesting nights. I wonder if he keeps the hat on. I don't know.
That's good. But you don't know what he looks like under that. It could just be like one nub.
I mean, I'm one nub. So I'll be okay with that.
Maybe you could put the hat on.
Hey, there we go. Yeah. A little role play, a little reverse play in there.
Now I'm just picturing you in a tiny little vest.
Yeah. Fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy in Toad's vest. So there we go. Those are my choices. I think we all get solid choices there. Schmooze, thank you so much, man.
That's right.
Thank
you.
We'll add in the sound effect in post.
Yeah. Good luck, I think. Hopefully you can land the plane soon.
Oh, no, that won't happen.
Well, good luck at Old Navy.
Thank you. If you guys need I need another. I was going to give you a great pun, but I realized I used them all up.
Oh, that's okay. Oh. We appreciate it.
Don't worry.
They were great. So
you're still an ace in our hearts.
Yeah.
Oh.
We love the mustache. Keep being you. You're a true hero.
Thank you.
I think one day you're gonna land. I have faith in you, Calvin.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that inspiration is why I crash.
Good luck. Thanks for coming, everybody else. Thanks for listening. And we will talk to you
next week.
Bye.
Today's playable character is portrayed by comedian Aaron Kominos-Smith. Please follow him on Twitter and Instagram at FunnyAaron, FUNNYAARON.